Hmm. Hello, everybody. It is March 20th, 2024. This is the Conformity Farm feed. I am your host, Timothy James. And we're going to continue to draw this graphic novel. This is, so far, it's named Conformity, or it's Conformity Farm 70. But it could change at any point. That's what it's called today. But this is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. And I shall be drawing. Gotta fire up my computers. Today was cold for posterity. If anyone wanted to remember what it was like to be in Chicago in March, it is still very cold. Not like just too cold. Like the sun is bright. I can tell that the sun is closer to Earth, and it's not much better. So I'm bummed about it, and I'm willing to put it on the record because I want whoever's in charge to do something about it. Get some results. So that's the song I've been making, but y'all don't want to hear that. Why don't I throw on? No, don't switch. Aha, for the first time ever, I had an idea that worked. For the first time in the history of man, I had an idea that worked. An idea? Oh, I thought this would be connected. Did I turn this on? Oh, that's why. Sorry, guys. I should have had all this fired up ahead of time. Anyway, here we are looking at this mudded out cat. And yes, so this is a panel that we're going to go in kind of hard with. And that's the music for today. What let me think. What kind of thoughts are going on in my head? Well, the Federal Reserve will not be raising interest rates. There is a no rate change, which in my mind it honestly is like raising them. Well, I don't know if that's true, if I feel like that, but I knew that the rates weren't coming down. They hinted that there would be rates, and people are already writing, "Oh, they basically hinted that there's going to be three." I guess I should have listened to Gerald or listened to Powell instead of assuming what other people tell me. It's really unfortunate that it's gotten to that point. I can't believe the news. I gotta figure it out for myself. I just think, you should just do good work, be good, and the right people will come around. So you don't have to worry too much about it. But this clickbait stuff, I feel like it's going to bring them all down. Because I guess they could save themselves on the way down. The monoliths, they're trying to hold on to the money because otherwise then they just die as companies, essentially. Oh, poor Gino. Poor Gino the pup. Let me tell you something, pup. Some days are tough. I wonder what the deal is. Maybe he's not getting enough walks or something. Not getting enough exercise. Giving into entropy. Perhaps. What are we gonna do here? Should we bring the claws out? Yeah, let's bring them out. I wonder. It's gonna take a while to build this texture on this bad boy. Okay. And here we are with a mud-induced Kiki. Hey, what's up, Aries? You been there a long time? I'm doing pretty good, I'm motivated to get through these drawings. I'm trying to add more texture to them. You know, I think some of these traditional decisions that I'm making on the art would be a bad idea for me to really lean into that, outside of the fact that it's drawn by hand, but I think I need to elevate these drawings. So I'm gonna have to bring some more elements in, I think, to make the images pop. Maybe some references or something, but I'm looking at a lot of the stuff that's coming out right now, and it's just very colorful. There's a lot going on. And I think this is a good style. This is a good approach. But I think it limits my audience. I think that people really want to get their money's worth when they buy this stuff. So I want to try to provide that value, because I think the market will compensate me. How are you doing? Oh, I got a text really quick, sorry. This is new. What's new? This drawing? Is that a mud pillow? No, this is a mud cat, I guess you could say. This is a space cat infected with mud. Where are we at here? Nice. All right. So let's turn this down a little bit and kind of bring this up. Uh-oh, here comes the classical song. Maybe we should find something different to put on, huh? You know, the tough part about this is that I really want to get through this all by hand. And I can already kind of feel that I'm going to have to do full texture on the arm. So, like, I have this stylistic way of handling it, but... And here we are. The cat paws. And also, I decided they have thumbs. So if the hand's over here, the paw's over here, so it's like, so he's got a paw here. And then over here, this would be over here. Yeah. Space cats have thumbs. All right, new rule. Space cats have thumbs. It's tough. I need to come up with another name for the space cats because I feel like these names, I'm starting to see this kind of stuff pop up a lot. I mean, I'm not the only one going for this. I think also like the big part of this would be the marketing approach. Like, how are we going to market this? I think that might be one of the biggest things. And so I think a relentless aspect of doing free marketing is a given. And then while you're doing your free marketing, you're juggling. And when you're juggling it, you basically say, let's do this. Let's try this, you know. You start taking more risks to try different things and, you know, because... And it's tough, though. You have to... Man, it's tough because you got to run... Basically, you got to run in place. Got to run in place. There we go. So we got some lighting over here. Maybe so it comes over here. Why don't we try to be consistent too? Huh? Step your game up. Here's the thing. I think it's been, man, where are my Rufinians at? If Drew's here, if Drew pops in, he'll be able to tell me when I started this. So basically the process of streaming started as a weekly goal. And it was like, oh, I'm gonna stream this. It literally took me several weeks to get started. But once you start going, you get some momentum going. You can just kind of keep up what you're doing. And then you realize you only have so many hours in a day. So what are you going to accomplish in a day? And then also, every single day, there are fantastic opportunities. That there are people out there, and this is more, I'm discussing the market really more than anything. There are so many opportunities that come up in one single day where people who, let's say, for example, people who have money, right? That's oftentimes creative people's big issue, right? They have all the ideas, but they don't have enough money. They don't have enough resources. This is a big issue. This will cause some of the most talented people to give up, you know, in a multitude of ways. And these people who have money, they have things that they need, right? They probably want more money. That's part of it. And so, you have to go and find these opportunities. These opportunities sometimes are very time sensitive. And if an issue, a problem that someone has that you're solving is very time sensitive, then the value goes up. Now, that's something that took me a long time to understand. And you got to be, don't worry about being liked. Go out there and fight for it. The same way you ever see like a animal eat another animal. I mean, as wild as it is to say, that's really what's happening. And it may be uncomfortable to say. And I'm not saying eat people. I'm not even saying be uncivilized. I'm saying make sure that you're paying attention. I mean, in a way I am saying eat others, but I really don't want to say that. So I'm not going to say it, but I'm saying it. But I'm not saying it, I'm not preaching it. I'm just acknowledging it. Oh, is that what this is for? This is for me to preach. This is for me to preach. Let's get rid of some of these textures that don't make sense. Here. Just kind of spotting them, right? And I'll improve this drawing. Eat people? No, don't eat anybody. Don't eat people. That's a funny question. Eat people? Eat people? Is that true? I've always liked that idea. If someone's speaking at like a podium or something like that, and then the audience is silent, and while they're talking, just one person goes, "Is that true?" I think it's a funny heckle. Not to a comedian, though. Comedian would slay you with some mid type of approach. You have to say it to someone who's being serious. And then I guess you're still... Well, I guess then at that point you're just punching down. Isn't that funny? Heckling politicians now is punching down. Isn't what I said funny? Isn't that funny thing that I said funny? All right, so... I'm going to try to... I don't know. Let's see what this looks like with one layer. It's still kind of choppy, I don't really know. Oh. There we go. So let's come in here and erase some stuff. No, let's merge these layers. You know what the problem is? Even with black and white stuff, black and white is old print. Now they have... I am different from most people. Because I was about to talk... Like what year do I think this is? I was going to say that they can even print things in second and third level shades. Yeah, so I'm going to get in here and kind of take the black away and kind of see what kind of thing I can build with this. I'm not in love with these paws. I'm not going to lie. Not in love with them. I would actually be down with drawing them again. Let's go for it. These paws are important. These are important paws. I love that in the vernacular now people say paws. That's a cool term. It's not... I guess it's not that cool. Well, what it means isn't cool, but the way it works, it's kind of an interesting way to approach it. Not it, or I'm not it. That's a little weird. There you go, a little bit better. try it again. Delete. Stop using this as a reference. Stop it. I can't help it. Oh, whoops. I'm going to try it again here. So we got this circle here, the end of that pipe over there. So yeah, the hand would actually be more, if you say this is the arm. So let's drop the drawing. And so you'd actually say that the paw kind of just connects at the end like this. I swore when I was a kid I would never draw like this, but I was wrong. There we go. And now we can actually, so then this would have a circle here and a circle here and a circle here. Interesting, huh? So yeah, these paws would come up like this. Dang. Let's pull back again. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Drop it down. Actually, why don't we erase this? Not being respectful to the perspective that we're developing. You're just drawing what you want. Oh, you're back. Fujo! This is new. Oh, wait. I thought that Aries was... Oh! Guys, I see this Twitch logo, and I think that that's Aries the whole time. Fujo. Sorry, Fujo. Okay. So let's get back in here. See if we can get this down. Maybe make them a little bit bigger. You did that last time. Yeah, I did do that last time. I might have to just keep doing that. You're going to have to be like, hey, listen, we're both here. That's what you got to do until I figure it out. Have you seen the sketches in the Discord? No, you have new sketches? Let me take a gander real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are the ones from this morning. Nice. You're doing one after another. Whenever you turn around, I feel like you're my doctor at a checkup. That's really funny. Yeah, I got that doctor vibe. All right. Now let's drop this one more time. Let's see if we can get something out of this. Some line work, maybe. So let's do something like meow. Meow. Okay. Yeah, these are still like kind of like teddy bear paws. I like to try to make that transition between that style and get closer to my style while doing the anthropomorphic thing, you know? Do you stream daily or just randomly? I stream Monday through Thursday from 8 to 9 o'clock. And today I started the stream early. 8 to 9 Central Time. So I don't know what time zone you're in, but yeah, I do daily streams. And then I do stream between that, but I don't promote that at all. Do I stream or not to stream? That is a kitten. Whoops. Streaming and not streaming, that's kitten type of movement. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh, maybe got something we can work with here. What are we going to do here? Where are we going to put this bad boy? Let's see, right here. Not bad. Whoa, that is way better. Yeah. I'm going to have to erase this stuff. This, ew, yucky poo-poo. Some really, man. But I like streaming a lot. I think I'm going to keep streaming. And I have some games I like to play too that are streamable, so I might do that too and just kind of come up with a streaming setup. Okay, this paw is going to have to be a little bit bigger. Let's do something to make it interesting. Something like this is pretty good. That might be too big. That works pretty well. A little less cute, but a little more utility. Yeah. Because you got to be, you know, it's interesting. It's like my dad is going to buy the book in the next 2 weeks. Oh, cool. Yeah, like I said, let me know. And I'll stuff it full of merch, stickers and stuff. I'll give you all the stuff I have, actually. I'm going to be making toys probably in the next 3 months. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out with Conformity Farm. I'm going to build a whole world, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to build a whole world for you to escape into. And we're going to do it, and you're going to see a lot of how it's built. Some of it's so boring you can't stream it. But you can stream this portion, like drawing this stuff. All right, so we got this. And I wonder if... What's cool? Oh, that's cool that I'm gonna hook you up with merch. Yeah, that is cool, son. I'm hooking you up, Aries. I want you to be involved. I want you to know what's going on with the story too. So, okay. So we got this. Ooh. This is good for popping some features out. Otherwise, this could end up being really boring. You know, the snout isn't popping out enough. It's just not... but we can keep working this all day. You know, we gotta move forward. Okay, so why don't we merge this down? There we go. All right, let's merge this down. And then what do we got over here? We got some cat stuff. Oh, this is that one scene. Oh, wow. Do you guys want to see me develop a scene? So this is when a janitor discovers that the mud pillows are hanging out and having rituals in this, like, broom closet. Oh, that's interesting. This is a sequence. Oh, wow. What is this? What are you saying? I'm so happy I found a live streamer that treats viewers like people and not objects, and that genuinely enjoys his views company. Aw, that's a very nice thing to say. Well, yeah. But I would say, I mean, if I had more viewers, it would probably be harder for me to engage people because I can only give so much attention. So I'm happy we found each other too, Aries. I'm happy. And it sounds like you're interested in making your own graphic novels, which is pretty cool. And I like to hang out with cool people. Yeah, you know, on the stream. Okay, what we got here? Ooh. So this is the sequence here. And yes, I would. Oh, I don't know what you would what. Okay, this is an interesting one. Maybe I could do. This is actually a pretty. This is actually a pretty good drawing. This is actually a drawing that I could get behind and draw. Aw, daw, gaw. Give me 2 seconds. Gonna do my daily sketch. There you go. Getting that daily sketch in. All right. Oops. Can we get in here? Come on. So this is what this is. This is a series of panels. I might as well build these panels, huh? All right. You guys want to see something cool? So it looks like this is 4 panels. So we'd say we're going to make our own panels, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do them by hand as I use a computer. Like this. Nah, that's not going to work. We're going to have to add a little bit more here. It's 9:02 for you? No, it's 3:08 for me. No, it's 8:02. Maybe we'll go with these thicker lines here. Okay. All right, I'll be here forever if I don't commit to this. Okay. So then we have this. So we got a panel. And let's make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. I actually made 4, but that's okay. So these guys are a little bit different. So we got this one over here. We got this one over here. And then we have this one. So do we do it this way? Yeah, I guess we could do it this way. But it's going to be basically the same eyeball. And this is the beginning of the infection, right? These are very key storyboard beats. All right, let's take this one. Okay, so what we'll do is on one of these, well, I guess we could, I don't know. Can we do it on all of them? I don't know. Basically what's going to happen is this eye is going to start to get infected, and we'll start to see the infection start through the eye. So I'm actually going to merge all these layers down like this. And I think what would be best is to build out this panel, and then we'll come back and fill in the rest with the work that we do here. Whoops. That was an accident. Not some brilliant artistic decision. Accident all the way. All right. And here we are. We're looking at this eyeball. Let's drop the opacity a bit. Drop another layer on top of nya. And then we kind of come in here and let's sketch it out, all right? So we got this going on here. Let's get a little bit thicker brush here. kind of come around the old natural eye position, but this is a key. So here we go. Whap. Okay. I don't know how hair would build around the eye, but if we can get really close, we can maybe get something kind of interesting. Or maybe what we could do is we could start the eye off a little more casual. There we go. So actually, let's close the eye a little bit more. Interesting. Let's just close this eye a little bit so it's just a regular, just a regular old cat eye. Cat eye, just get my work done, please. There we go. I don't even know how we would even do this. All right, so then we gotta go like this. Right, and the fur kind of builds around the eye. Confirmation bias. Man, I should do a whole thing on confirmation bias. Where are we at here? 10 minutes into the stream. Should I introduce the stream? I suppose I could do it really quickly. Hello, everybody. This is the Conformity Farm stream. I am your host, Timothy James, and we are working on the graphic novel Science is Bad, or Mud Pillows versus Space Cats, or the Conformity Farm book, or maybe it's just a feed with me talking. I'm not really sure. Welcome back, Aries. So here we are, kind of building this up. Okay. I don't believe this is going to be marketing material, so I don't have to push it too far. Okay. Let's merge all these layers. And there we are. Here we are. Yes. And then we are going to drop these guys in. All right, very good. Oh, you know what's interesting is that we might be able to do this in a different way. Your team Mud Pillow? Whoa. Look at you. That's ruthless. You're not Team Charta? And then we have this panel. Oops. We have this panel. I'm kind of hunched over a little bit. I might have to do a stream where I'm just standing. Is this a live feed? Yeah, it is. Holding pretty steady. All right. Where are we at here? Come on. So it's going to be something like this. So I don't know. Maybe what it could be is this panel's up here. And the bottom one's down here. And then what we could do is we can move this. Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't have time for this. For these shenanigans. So maybe like this would be good. And then this panel would be over here. See, we're communicating things to the audience. They don't want to do too much thinking, because if you confuse them, they won't think it's because they're dumb. I'm not saying that people are dumb, but people won't be like, oh man, I just can't figure this out, or whatever. They're just gonna think it's bad. Okay, so then we have this. So basically what we're doing is this guy's like this. Oh, actually these should be flipped, huh? No, that's not how we're going to do it. Oh. No, we got to do it the other way. We got to invert it, but I'm not going to, So he's carrying onto this, he's carrying this mud pillow, and then it infects him. So maybe the eye opens up gradually. And then I can see here that we got this other panel where his paws go into it, and this is the actual initial, communicating that this is the initial infection. You guys are seeing a key plot point in the story. Key plot point. All right, let's get in here a little bit. Let's actually do some decent work here, huh? All right, and then he also has a thumb, so it'd be this one like this. Okay, yeah. What if we do one of the sequences that are like the movie Limitless, where you can see his insides and stuff, where you can see it moving through the bloodstream? That would actually be kind of funny. Let's sketch that out. Let's hold this here. Okay, so then we'll merge this. Let's sketch this out before I lose it in my brain. You guys want to see me make something from scratch? Okay. So what if we go through basically this idea, which is that the paw gets infected that way, and then we would have to go even closer to the, like a zoom in on the claw coming out of the hand of the cat, like this, right? You see the actual anatomy. And then from there we zoom in again, and it's like something like this, right? And then we zoom in again. Whoops. Then we zoom in again. Oh, come on. Then we zoom in again. Like this, and we show the muscle fiber, right? And then we zoom in again. Whoops. Then we zoom in again, and we see basically the blood vessels like this. And we'll put other microscopic material. And we'll do more than one. Maybe we'll do two. Something like this that kind of shows that that's what happens. And then what'll happen is little tiny mud pillows come in and infect the blood. And then what we'll do is the mud pillows will come in and they'll start chewing on the blood vessels. And the blood vessels will start to change. That's what we'll do. Chewing on it, and then the blood vessels will change, and then the blood will just have a bunch of little tiny mud pillows in it, just chewing on the blood vessels. Cool. Okay. So this would be the infection process. So we'll keep this as a note in here, infection process. And that makes sense, right? We can kind of come in here, muscle, nail, vein, MP, blood cell. Okay, and then that's how the process of getting infected will be. So we'll communicate the infection through this visualization without actually having to go through the whole exposition of having a scientist go, because of the mesoplasm of the inside of the, and then they go, why, doctor? And he goes, well, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you more information so that the audience knows what's going on. And then I ask a very obvious question like, but what about the antidote, doctor? So a mud pillow is just made up of smaller mud pillows? I mean, yeah, kind of. Basically, it's a pillow. Oh, gosh. You got to read the book. They're created by a deer god. And deer god, it's like they're basically created as in a terrarium. So they're pillows, and there was a mutation in their brain or in their anatomy that when they ate mud, it would cause hysteria. And for whatever reason, they just bled into this concept of hysteria. And it's changing the fabric of the universe little by little. And we're watching the first major infection, basically. Yeah, so a mud pillow is just made up of other smaller mud pillows. That's true. You got mud pillows. No! And you get infected with mud pillows. Okay, cool. Let's say infection process. I'm going to have to do this for the entire book, is literally just break down. I learned something new each stream. Yeah, it's deep lore. It's deep lore. I'm building a world. I'm building a whole frickin' world. So then what we would do is we'd come back out and we would see the eyes change. So we'll see this infection process, and then we'll see the eyes change. So we'll give the audience plenty of time. The reader, rather. I guess it's not an audience. I mean, it's an audience. There's a series of readers as an audience, but the experience of a graphic novel is generally a one-on-one experience with the writer, illustrator, and the reader. Movies is a communal experience, but not always. I'm going to go get some more coffee. This is my first break. I'll be right back. And the eye belongs to the mud space cat. They're just space cats. But yeah, I guess he would become a mud space cat. But yeah, he's a janitor. It's a space cat. Let's see, did I get it? Okay. you got to be good to your friends. Check in on your people too. Very important. Okay, where are we at here? We got another 40 minutes to go. I was going to work on this drawing here. The one with the cat holding onto the mud. The mud pillow. I like this perspective here. Can you guys see what's going on here? You can tell what's going on. Oops. Oh, I gotta merge these now. Indistinguishable. Oh yeah, I'll check Discord. I just gotta, I gotta draw right now. Ooh, but I'll check it out, Aries. I'll check it out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, buddy. Don't you frickin' worry now. Don't you frickin' worry now. Yeah. So yeah, something like this. Yeah, it's like he's taking out the trash. And then what we'll do is, here's a nice little trick. If you gotta cruise through this. It's not master level illustration, but it will help you push through. You keep breaking down your sketches, and try to get the best one by kind of sketching it out, but give them a little bit of a pot belly. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that's too much. I guess they can actually reach forward like this. That makes more sense. That's a better pose. It's a more interesting pose. Whoa, that was freaky. What was that from? They just get a... Is that a in... Oh, nice. Aries, you like doing portraits, man. Keep grinding through those portraits, buddy. All right, so let's do the jaw here. That's what we would see on this cat. Let's fluff this up a little bit. got something going on here. This guy here, we gotta do something different. Cool. 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 Okay. Push through this one. All right, let's bring this down. Not too bad. This left leg's kind of flat, but we'll get through it. And then we got these panels, and then we have this one. Okay, not too bad. And then we got this sequence here. Plenty of work to do on the horizon. Oh, this is our guy coming through and discovering the mud pillows. You guys want to see me draw another series from scratch? Well, not from scratch. These are notes, but building upon these notes. So this is my process, essentially. I dream up a scene, and then as quickly as I can, just like this thing here, as quickly as I can, I get it out of my brain, and I get it into drawing form, and then I leave it. As long as I know what I'm looking at, by the time I come back, I treat myself like an infant. I say, there's no way I can possibly remember this. You have to get the idea out, but I don't get too involved in aggressively pushing the details. That's for another time. Those are two different brains. There's the writer brain and there's the illustrator brain. And oftentimes those tasks are in separate vessels. In this particular situation, it's the same one, but it's because I've created a handicap for myself. I don't require myself to actually write things out. I just draw it, but in a writing form. So I'm essentially making little thumbnails, is how other people would refer to it. But I did that, so this is this room, but I know this isn't the end-all, be-all detail of what I'm doing. Oh, wow, there's a lot of detail in this one. These are just a general feeling. I do the best I can, but I don't stress about the details again. I do that later. Did you see me do that single drawing for an entire week? The war with the mud pillows and sieging the castle? I spent a whole week on it. You know, that's a different brain. I'm going in there and I'm doing detail and stuff. Like, that's a different brain. Speaking of, let's see what that looks like. Is it interesting for me to jump from drawing to drawing? I feel like that's frustrating. Oh, what am I looking at? What am I in? This is workload week 4? I don't know. Yeah, then there's this one, right? This is promotion level detail. You guys don't mind if I jump around? Actually, why don't I jump in this a little bit? Put some time into this. You guys like it when I jump around? Okay, cool. I appreciate the feedback. Because I'm always worried about, losing people's interest and then you guys jump off. That's why I can't stream all the time. Some of this work has to be done off stream because, trust me, people do not get very interested in it. They do not like it. They'll drop out. Some people complain. Some people get very rude. People get entitled. It's the internet, though. It is what it is. I've had some pretty uncomfortable interactions with people. One time, a guy asked to do a call with me, and he was wearing sunglasses, and very quickly realized that he had done the necessary things to make sure I didn't know who he was, and he said some very rude things to me. Yeah, it's weird, actually. On stream? No, it was off stream. I wasn't even streaming back then. This is just when I just had an Instagram. That was it. All Conformity Farm was just a freaking Instagram. Ugh. Look, I tried to do the perspective again and I blew it. Ugh. You know what I gotta do? I gotta start learning Blender. I say that all the time. Alright, let's go backwards. What are we gonna do? Come in here and make these groups a little more interesting. This is kind of boring. Let's put one here where he's just like, ah! Maybe we'll give him a stick. Let's see if we can find another boring. Well, if that's what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to make sure to clean up after myself, huh? Get in here and take this out. Make sure we finish our character. Did you get rid of the Deer King eyes from the back? Yeah, the Deer God. I dropped them out for when I was working on it. All right. Oops. Yeah, dear God, my bad. Nah, you're good. Be right back. All right, Aries, I'll be here. What are we gonna do here, huh? Break this up a little bit. Break this up a little bit. Break this. Break this. It's scary how much damage one mud pillow can bring. Yeah, Because then more mud pillows will spur up. They're the ultimate. Yeah, that's why mud pillows. You want to keep your pillows clean. Don't let them get muddy. Clean pillows are the best pillows. All right, let's get in here to this explosion thing. Oops. Oh, you know what I should do? I should just pick a spot. That's the problem. When it's out this wide, you don't want to get too much detail in there because it kind of hurts the composition. I think. Maybe not. I should figure out like the maximum size of a web page and then fit this to that. It's funny because when I zoom out, I'm looking at it pretty big, but then the screen gets very small. This is probably what's best for you guys, is this length, this size. This is kind of an interesting drawing, actually, to see if you were just like thumbing through stuff. we go. Drip, 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 drip. All right, I'm overwhelmed by this drawing. I'm going to drop these down. And we're going to merge this. All right. Kind of keep chipping away at this one. Oop, what's going on here? Merge. Merge. What do we got here? We got a panel of cats. Here's another one. There's this one too. Man, I struggle with the architecture. I'm much better. The farm calls. Oh, the Conformity Farm calls. I love it. I just struggle with architecture. It's just not the same as organic stuff. I have to start to see my limitations here. Oh, here's a good one. Yeah, this is a giant pillow. I love when people ask me questions about it. It makes me out loud admit how absurd this story is. But yeah, this is a giant pillow made of parts of other pillows, made into a siege weapon. Just one giant pillow. My parents overheard that and thought you might need a therapist. Oh, your parents are not wrong. I probably do need some professional help to help me through this life we live. But I will say, we all need someone to help us through this. So if I did get a therapist, which I should, your parents are right, I would be doing the right thing for the rest of the world. Oops. Ooh, why is this not working? I feel like this is... Oh, there must be more than one. That's why. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? Like this. This. We kind of come in here. Try to carve this away. Some of these lines we don't need. There we go. All right. Then we'll come in here. Go. Let's see what it looks like when we pull out. All right, a lot of detail there. Gotta pick out the side where the sun's coming from and then commit to your shadow. I'm always moving the light around. I move the horizon line around. I just gotta commit to what's going on and I'll be all right. You know what I mean? It can all be sketched out. The world is it's It's right there for you to observe. Let's try to drop something a little bit heavier on here. All right, like this. Yes. Fujo. Fujo's here. Fujo Bear. Fujo Bear, no one cares. Because everyone loves the Fujo Bear. No problem. Lurkers are welcomed. Should really get these man, these perspectives need to be consistent too. There we go. There we go. And we're in. Just how big is the siege weapon? Well, that's the thing. These little dots around here, those are mud pillows. So this thing is huge. This thing is huge. Actually, if we pull up the book, I should probably show. I'll actually show you guys some of the book. Let's see. Dang, it might be. Okay, let's see. Can we? Is it display capture? No, I don't think display capture is what I want. I think I want window capture, maybe. This would be So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys some of the book. All right, so this is the book here. And when we crank through this, let's see. So this is 140 pages. I don't want to ruin anything for you, but there's a big battle at the end. And here's the siege weapon right here. This is the guy that I'm drawing. And so the siege weapon's huge. I mean, here's Bassa riding the siege weapon. And then ultimately it's used to crush the outer layer of this castle. Oh, I can see how people were a little confused. The end is kind of rushed. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, here's some of the book. These are good panels. That's Jammer. That's Oliver. Hey, that's that. Who was talking about the Easter egg? A character that's right here. A character that doesn't come up again and isn't explained. It's a character that was part of the first version of the story, but just didn't make it, and I forgot to not draw him. This is Jammer falling asleep at the helm. Yeah. So there's that. A little bit of a sneak peek to the first book, and then I decided to do more because I felt like that was kind of unfinished, and so okay, what are we gonna do here? Yeah, this works. So let's kind of come in here and make these little guys. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to go in here and get this detail done, but I'll have to just cut the frame off at some point, I suppose. I don't know. It's tough because there's so many mud pillows to draw. Like I think it would be fair if I used AI to help me draw mud pillows. I think that would be fair. Yeah, that was you. That's right, Aries. You were like, put a character in there that you don't reference, you know, some like deep lore. And I was like, done and done. Already been done, son. Ooh, this is an important drawing. I just came up with this too. Ooh, this is good. I'm on a roll. I'm actually starting to do some of my best art in a long time. It's been a while. You should put a character in just one panel that is scary, is never explained, and has no lore. It's just there. Well, that's the thing. Even if you don't explain it, it would still be lore. Lore is just everything, right? Lore is, even if the lore isn't completely communicated, maybe one of my characters. Oh, look at that. You know, in the Lord of the Rings, there is a brown wizard that's only referenced when a character is going through the woods and they hear someone in the distance whistling. And the narrator of the story explains to the reader that it's the brown wizard. But it's not actually what would you say? It's never actually explained. And then as the lore develops, you realize that there are different levels of wizard. There's like a brown wizard, there's a gray wizard, and then there's a white wizard. And so that's pretty interesting. So that's interesting. Okay. Where are we at here? In an hour and a half? All right. So I had a good time, guys. It's always fun to stream with y'all. But I have a very prolific day tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big deal. in my career. Nothing too crazy, but I need my sleep. So I'm going to have to go, call it a night. Thank you for watching the Conformity Farm stream. I'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow is Thursday, so generally if I'm not too tired, I can push Thursday through for quite a while. So that'll be exciting. And also we're getting very close to my deadline, so I think I'm just going to be sitting my fat butt at this table or at this desk working. So I'll be around. Take care, everybody. Be good. Stay healthy. And